You know when you're scrolling online and you see one of those ads for a health supplement and you just kind of wonder, what's the magic here? What makes this pitch so convincing? Well, today we're going to get into it. We're looking at a product called Hepatoburn. Now, to be clear, we are not reviewing the product itself. Instead, we're going to deconstruct the marketing formula, the story they tell to sell it. All right, let's break it all down.
So it kicks off right here. This is the hook. It's a question that for a lot of people is an immediate yes. I mean, who hasn't felt that way? By hitting on these really common frustrations, low energy, that stubborn belly fat, they're trying to get you to nod along right from the get-go. They want you to feel like, yep, they get me.
And then comes this. This is the real pivot point. 4 little words. It's not your fault. I mean, that is just so powerful, right? It's like a weight is lifted. It creates this instant relief, this little bond. All of a sudden, they're not blaming you for your struggles. Nope, they're on your side, and you're both about to go after the real enemy.
Okay, so if it's not your fault, what is the problem? Well, every great story needs a villain, doesn't it? And this is the part where they introduce theirs. They reveal the single, kind of surprising culprit that's supposedly behind everything. And there it is, your liver. The whole pitch, the entire argument, is built right on top of this one idea, that the problem is a compromised liver. They claim this is the one thing that separates people who struggle with their weight from those who don't. And you gotta admit, it's a pretty clever move. It takes this huge, complicated issue and just boils it down to one simple and, more importantly, fixable target. Okay, and this is where the language gets really, really clever. They don't just say liver, no. They call it the fat-burning furnace. I mean, that's such a great metaphor, right? It's sticky, it's memorable, and it turns this complex organ into something that sounds simple, almost like a machine that you can just, tune up or fix. And to give that furnace idea some real punch, they hit you with a number, a big, very specific number. The claim is that a healthy, optimized liver can make your cells 14 times more efficient at burning fat. Wow. See, a specific number like that makes the whole thing feel so much more real, so much more concrete. It's a bold promise. So we've met the villain, right? This compromised liver. It's the source of all the problems. So what comes next in the story? The hero, of course. And right on cue, the product makes its grand entrance, positioned as the one thing that can solve this problem. And check out how they frame this. They don't just say it's a good product. They say it's the only product in the world that has their special complexes. That creates this instant feeling of exclusivity. The message they're sending is, hey, this isn't just one more bottle on the shelf. This is the breakthrough.
Then they lay it all out for you in these 4 super simple steps. And this is so important because it makes the whole thing feel like a clear, logical process. It's like a recipe. You do step 1, detox. Step 2, optimize. Step 3, boost. And then for step 4, you get the payoff, that full fat-burning mode they've been talking about. Simple.
Oh, but it doesn't stop with just weight loss. No way. They broaden the appeal by listing all of these other amazing things you can expect. This is a classic marketing move. It's called benefit stacking. Suddenly, you're not just thinking about buying a diet pill, you're thinking about investing in this whole-body total wellness makeover. All right, so how does it claim to do all this? Well, now we get to look under the hood a little bit. The pitch shifts gears here and starts talking about the how, by showing us exactly what's inside those special proprietary blends. Okay, first up is the liver purification complex. And look, you don't need to be able to pronounce or even remember these names. That's not really the point. The reason they list out ingredients like silymarin and glutathione is to give it this air of scientific credibility. It just sounds researched. It sounds powerful.
And then they do the exact same thing for the second blend, the liver fat-burning complex. And this structure, having 2 separate complexes, that's no accident. It's designed to make you feel like it's this comprehensive, 2-pronged attack. It's a real 1-2 punch for that liver problem they told you about.
Next up, they start ticking all the boxes for a modern, health-conscious customer. Things you might be worried about, they've got it covered. By saying it's made from plant ingredients, it's non-GMO, soy, and dairy-free, they're positioning the product as natural, as safe, and as something that fits right in with how people think about health today. Okay, so let's recap. The problem has been laid out. The hero solution, the product, has been presented. So what's left? Well, the final piece of the puzzle, the offer. This is where they tell you exactly how you can get your hands on it.
So the pricing is set up in these tiers, and it's a pretty smart structure. They're trying to get you to buy more at once. You can see the price per bottle drops a lot when you go for the 6-bottle option, and they throw in free shipping. It's a classic strategy to make that bigger package look like a no-brainer, the best possible deal.
But what if you're still thinking, I don't know? Well, the next part of the offer is designed to take away that hesitation. And it all revolves around this one number, 60. We're talking 60 days. That's 2 whole months. It's a pretty long time, which suggests they're confident in the product, and it gives you plenty of time to make up your mind.
And this is maybe the most important part of the whole offer, the 100% money-back guarantee. This is what's known as risk reversal. They are taking all the risk off of your shoulders and putting it on theirs. When they promise a full refund, no questions asked, even if the bottles are empty, well, it makes the whole thing feel completely safe. There's nothing to lose.
You know, a really good sales pitch doesn't just present information. It anticipates your doubts. It answers your questions before you even have a chance to ask them. And that's exactly what they do here with the detailed FAQ section. It's designed to smooth over any final little wrinkle of hesitation you might have. And just look at how these points tackle potential objections one by one. You're wondering, will it work for me? Well, it's for men and women 18 to 80. You're thinking, is it safe? They say it's made in an FDA-registered, GMP-certified facility. That sounds official. You're wondering how much to buy. They recommend 3 to 6 months, creating a little urgency. And the big one, am I going to get trapped into subscription? Nope, it's a one-time payment. See? Objection handled.
So we've walked through the whole thing, right? We've seen the relatable problem, we've met the hidden villain, we've been introduced to the hero product, and we've seen the completely risk-free offer. After seeing this whole formula laid out, it leaves you with a really interesting question. What part of this, for you, is the most powerful piece of the puzzle? What is it that truly makes a promise like this so compelling?